Hey everybody, thanks for stopping by. This is Taylor and this is the tradinganalyst.com. We're going to take a look at a bunch of charts here, and the idea here behind this video and the videos we give to you guys, these free analysis videos, is so that you can learn and grow and get better as a trader and hopefully even take some profitable trading ideas from this video. But first, if you're not already a member at thetradinganalyst.com, what I want you to do is visit us on the homepage of the website and really just get to know us better and see what the membership and the service is all about and what you're going to get when you're a member and when you sign up today at the end of this video. Also, you can get a look at what our current members are saying about the membership, because this is my own service and I'm really biased. I think I have the best service out there, and the reason we have all these testimonials here is because first and foremost we have such a loyal following of a lot of satisfied, loyal members and customers here. But it's to give you guys a perspective, other than my own. Again, it's my own service. I love it. It's my pride and joy. But it's really great to see what others are saying about the membership. And, it's a great opportunity to join the membership, because when you do, you're getting instant access to the same profitable trading alerts that those same current members are getting. So if you want to stop losing money in the market and to not have to worry about doing charts and your analysis and everything like that, then sign up, because we have all of that taken care of for you. All right. You're getting real-time alerts delivered directly to your cell phone in real time, both the buy and sell alerts. So you're never going to miss a beat in the market ever again. And the other thing that I want to mention too, guys, is we are raising our prices soon. We've been seeing a big influx of new members here. We're growing at a very rapid pace, and it's really awesome that our community is growing. But we want to raise these prices because we want to keep the membership in a tight-knit community here, so that we can serve you guys, continue to serve you guys at the highest possible level. So with that said, we are raising the prices coming up here very soon, and since you are interested in the membership, I don't want you to have to wait to sign up, because if you wait, then you're going to have to pay that higher rate that we're going to be raising the prices to. So I don't want you guys to miss out on this low price here that we're offering you guys currently. So take the opportunity and sign up for the membership. And really quick, right before we get started with the charts here, what I want you to do is, and really do this, picture what your life is going to be like 30 days from now after you sign up today. So what's it going to be like 30 days from now, when you stop losing money in the market and you start making money in the market from these real-time text alerts? And what is it going to look like when you make your first few $1,000 in the market and actually keep it and not give it away by losing on the next trade? So what's that look like for you? I really want you to think about what that's going to look like for you in the future, in 30 days from now, after you sign up today. All right, guys, so let's get going with these charts. The first one we're going to take a look at is booking, formerly known as Priceline here. And I want to point out very bullish action overall. This is a big breakout right here on this day, back here in the end of February. We broke out big time, actually made a new all-time high right here on that day. And obviously we kind of have been trading sideways ever since. But if you notice, we're making some higher highs and some higher lows. Here's a low, higher low, another higher low right here. Here's another even higher low right here. And notice how we're just kind of pinching between these levels right here. Another thing too is, and are you seeing this trend line here that I'm pointing out here? You see that trend line? See how it's reacting to it? Price is reacting to it a couple times there. See how it's reacting to it here and right there? Does that make sense to you guys? Yeah, so right here, today, we finally broke over that trend line. You know, this is the highest close we've had on booking right here since going back to, let's see, right there, right here, this day right here. All right, this is the highest close we've seen since this day right here. We're breaking over this resistance. Does that make sense to you? You know, breaking over that resistance and how that's significant? You know, yeah. So we've also got MACD. It's trending up. You see that? All right, you got that? Good. So I do think it's going to continue higher. We've got support just below us, right around, 2178, 2179. You can round it out 2180, just to make it easy. But I do think that, given all of these things that I mentioned here, we had a nice big breakout here, and we just kind of been resting here. Does that make sense? And we break out here, we need a little rest. You guys get that? Yeah, so now we're ready for that breakout after kind of resting here for a while. And I do think that booking is gonna head higher. The next one we're gonna take a look at is NVDA. And this is one that we've been calling for higher prices here for quite some time. All right, we called for higher prices going back since this day right here, but I'm going to go over exactly why, just in case you didn't see that video, because I really want you to learn from this. I don't want to just say, hey, we said that NVDA was going to head higher here, sign up for my service. No, I want you guys to learn from this video and not just toot my own horn. So here's that trend line. Started back here. You see where it starts right here? Back here in August of 2017. And you see how it bounced several times there, right there, right there. Almost hit it there. Here's a direct hit against it. And here's what I'm talking about. This is where we called for the upside move on NVDA. We had this nice reversal pattern here along with a hammer. So it's a 3-day reversal pattern. This is day one right here. All right, right there, day one, followed by day two. And day two has to be a red day closing below the day one low. And that's what that one did. Followed by, on day three, a gap up. So we gapped up because there's the open. And then a close, see how it closed up here, over the day two high. All right, and what this is just a nice swift reversal pattern here. So we have the day two close below the day one low. All right, so that's bearish, right? Followed by a really big gap up and a close over the previous day's high. So that's a reversal pattern here. And also, this was a nice hammer off of that trend line and support. So we called for the bounce, and that's why we called for the bounce. So does that make sense to you? Why that's a really good reversal pattern? Yeah, it totally makes sense. So the next thing that we focused on here, and we did do this analysis in the public video, but I want to kind of rehash it just in case you're watching this video and you didn't see the previous videos before. So we had this breakout candle here, and then the following 1, 2, 3, 4 days right here, we traded sideways and holding those gains. So we made that breakout candle here, and then we just traded sideways. When you get a breakout and we trade sideways after that, it's building up energy and it's holding those gains for the next move higher. So does that make sense? It's kind of a rest day. So we have that breakout there, and then we just kind of rest. All right, we didn't trend lower. We didn't trend higher either, but we held the gains there. So that makes sense to you guys? Yeah. So next, we broke out of that range right here, and this is when we called for an additional move higher. I mean, we called for a higher move since right down here, but this is when we continued to break higher after this little breakout day right here. Saw that confirmation the next day, and then boom, we have this big move up here. So if you've been following along in these videos, you know, that we've been doing here, you could have gotten in as low as, 223 right there, and right here up to this big resistance, just shy of 251, especially if you're trading call options, that would have been a really nice gain for you. So does it make sense to you guys, this analysis, and what kind of money can be made here with this really simple, easy to use analysis? I really hope it's making sense to you. So nod your head yes, up and down, if it's making sense to you. Okay, good, good. So what we've got here is the current level that we're at on NVDA is a pretty big resistance, and you can clearly see we reacted to it today. Obviously, it's just a little tail right there, but clearly a reaction. So you can see back here, rejected there, right there, there. You see how many times we've gotten hit there? Yeah, so right there is a level we're going to have to deal with. I do think that, we're probably going to take some kind of a little pause here. Not some huge rejection or anything like that, but definitely looking for some kind of a pause on NVDA. And as far as bounce zones, right about there, about 237 is where I'd be looking for a bounce here on NVDA based off of this previous resistance. You see that resistance right there? Back here in April right there that hit a couple times. You see that? Yeah. So that's the bounce zone that I'd be looking at if we do get some kind of a pause or rejection there for NVDA. So let's move on to the next chart here, and we're going to cover Netflix. And Netflix here, this is another one that we called for an upside move. If you go back here to this trend line, it started here. You see that right there? January, here's a bounce, here's another bounce, and here we are bouncing off of it again. We also have a sideways trading here. Here's that, same kind of thing as NVDA, except it didn't have that kind of that 3-day reversal pattern. But nonetheless, we had a breakout day this day, and we kind of traded sideways right here. And remember, guys, that when you trade sideways after a breakout day, it's just building up energy for that continuation of whatever the breakout day was. If it was a breakdown day and we traded sideways, then it'd be calling for a move down. But we traded sideways after a nice little breakout day, so that's why we called for an upside move. So, obviously, okay, if you're watching this for the first time, thinking, why do I care about what happened in the past? Okay, that makes sense. So we have a nice little support here at about 313, 315, based off of all this sideways trading, all right? So I think that if we head lower, this previous resistance is going to turn into support, and we can get a nice bounce against 313, 315. So you seeing that? Are you seeing that clear resistance level? Good, good. So let's move on to the next level here, or the next chart rather, and that is Apple. And this is another one that we called for a upside move after this 3-day reversal pattern here. This is the same reversal pattern that we saw on NVDA. All right, so here it is. These are the 3 days. 1, 2, 3. All right, so day 1. Day 2 closes below the day 1 low. All right, check that box. You see that? All right, good. Followed by day 3, where we close over day 2 high. All right, clearly we did that. That's the 3-day reversal pattern that we talk about a lot and that we use here at the Trading Analyst a lot to make money in the market. And the best part is that you could have done this too. So here's that reversal pattern that you see. I know you guys see that. And then we broke higher here, all right? This was earnings, and then we continued higher right here, and we made a new all-time high right here. And obviously there's a little bit of a reversal pattern, or I'm sorry, not a reversal pattern, but has a topping tail right here. But let's kind of see how it reacts the following days. We've got a lot of support below us. The first support is right down here. I'm going to kind of make that a little bit lower at about 182. See from that previous resistance? You see that right there? That resistance in March? Yeah, it's pretty easy to see. All right, so then we have the bigger support level is down here at about 176, 177. You can see, look at how many times we kind of traded against this level and then got rejected. You know, here's another time. Here's this time we kind of, you know, traded against it right there. So if we head lower, this is going to be a really good level, in my opinion, to get long between 177 and 176. Does that make sense? Good. So we're going to move on to the next one. Google. And Google, this is another one we've been calling for bounces on. I want to show you this trend line, you know, in case you haven't been watching these videos. And going back to 2000, the very end of 2008, right there. You see that? This is the weekly chart going back to 2008. All right, see that bounce there? And this one, you know, nod your head yes if you're seeing these trend line bounces. Look at how many there are right here. You see that one? See this one? See that one? And then you see this recent one right there? All right? So does it make sense to you guys that, you know, if we've bounced off of it for all those years and all those times, do you think it's going to change anytime soon? Well, it can be. It can. Anything can happen, okay? But you want to play with the odds, and the odds are in favor of it bouncing once again, all right? Once again. And so we're getting that. This is that major trend line right here that I just pointed out here on that long-term chart here going back to 2008. You see that right there? See that bounce? Yeah, so got a bounce against that trend line once again. After this sideways trading, we called for a move higher, and I believe that today is really that start of that move higher, all right? I believe that today is kind of that start of that move. You know, even if we trade lower here, I think it's a really good buying opportunity. I think that eventually this is going to lead to higher prices. We've got kind of some choppy action, some trading sideways right here, but I think that, you know, eventually this is going to come to an end, and then we're going to see a nice move to the upside here on Google. Does that make sense? You guys see that? That's good. All right, so Amazon right here. We've got this. This is another one we called for an upside move. We pointed out this this is a big gap up on earnings, made a new all-time high on earnings. All right, this is bullish. All right, breaking out to new all-time highs on earnings is one of the most bullish things that can ever happen to a stock. So really keep that in mind in the future. So you get that? Does that make sense? You understand that? Yeah. So, I mean, how cool is that? You know, you can use a really simple analysis technique to make money. All right. Really, really simple stuff. So we broke over this trend line. You can see how many rejections we have against it. You see all those rejections? Yeah. So we came up here on that earnings day, broke over it, and then you can see how many bounces we got against it as it turned into support, because it was previous resistance, and once we break over it, it turns into support. Kind of traded sideways here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, and then today we finally broke over that little range right here, and after this little rest period, it's finally time to start moving higher after this little day breaking out of it. So does that make sense? You know, we broke out here, we rested. Now we're ready for a continuation of that move higher. So you got that? Cool. All right. So thank you for stopping by and watching this video. I really hope that you learned a lot and that you're going to take some nice profitable trading ideas from this video. So if you want to learn and grow and get even better as a trader, then take this opportunity and sign up and join the premium membership community and our current members while you still can at this low price, and you know, start making money in the market. Stop losing money in the market and stop having to, you know, stress over charts and analysis and all that stuff here, because we've got you covered in every regard there. These alerts are delivered directly to your cell phone in real time so that you're never going to miss another beat in the market ever again. So again, guys, I really don't want you to miss out on this low price here. You know, tonight, and when you're laying in bed tonight, trying to fall asleep, you know, if you didn't join the membership today at this low rate, you know, you're going to be thinking, why didn't I take action? Why didn't I join the membership? Why didn't I want to stop losing money in the market and just start making winning trades in the market? You know, and it's at that point when you have those thoughts that you're going to know that you should have taken action. All right. And I don't want that to be you tonight. All right. I want you to not have that regret and, you know, sign up with this membership so that you don't have to be thinking like that, and take this action right now so that you can start making winning trades in the market on a consistent basis. All right, guys, thanks for watching again. It's Taylor from thetradinganalyst.com signing off, and I will see you next time.